Hello out there. Good day. My name is David Madasho, and I just want to share some certain truth with us this beautiful day. There's something I wrote few hours ago, and it's something that says that you are born to solve the problem that annoys you, and somebody actually asked me to explain. So probably I'm just trying to do a video, to be able to explain that which I said that every man, every woman is born to solve a problem that annoys them. We're in the world today that people are following the trends of money. You know, people go to university to do a course that felt that will give them money. Our parents put pressure on us to do courses that they feel that it will enables us to be able to have big money, being a lawyer, being a medical doctor, being a nurse, any profession that they feel that it's selling that in the society is well recognized and it will fetch more money. You can see that parents are pushing their children to be able to go there. If they feel that it's by playing football that will take you to make money, they will kind of encourage you to go to football academy. So over the years, I see that people, because it looks like if you go to the natural world, money is what controls all that everybody is doing. But what people do not know sometimes that some people, not everybody will follow this trend, but people who have succeeded, who have been able to, jab a lot of millions of money and become a successful person, most of them are quite different from being a follower of money or doing things because of money. One thing I want to be able to help every man, every boy to do is that don't do things because of money. Because when you do things because of money, you will never be stable. Because you see, if you're in a job because of money, there's a time that the money that you are being paid somehow will not be able to meet up with probably your needs, and you'll be dissatisfied and you want to leave that job. Then you pick another job. After a while, it may be not also be able to satisfy your need. So you keep on changing. So I find that if anybody kind of follow money to be the reason why they can be trusted, because each time they see somebody that can pay them, better than what you pay, the offer, they are going to move. They're not going to be committed to you. So I've seen over the time, people who are committed to money, they are not real people. Even if you marry a woman that is committed to money, she cannot be a true lover, because anytime she sees another man that has more money than you, she's going to migrate and going to go away. So I think money is the worst thing that anybody that can get committed to. But there's something that God, our creator, wants us to be committed to, is that life is about solving problem. When God kept man in the garden, he actually brought man to solve a problem for him. Then if you look at the summary of this money people are thinking about, I've discovered that the easiest way to make money is to solve problem. Life seems to be full of problems. So we make a lot of money trying to solve problem. Though there are people who tend to create problem in order to make money. That is why some people might do. There are people that create problems to make money. That is the demonic way of actually making money. You make others to suffer and you make money out of them. But the problem about this is that the creator will not bless that kind of money. If you make others to suffer, if you cause problem for others and you're making money, that kind of money is a money that is called a cost money. That kind of money will never give you peace. Because see, there's something about the creator has put over that whatsoever a man sweat is going to reap. So anybody who solves problem by creating problem will never have peace. But there's a problem there, but there's a money you can make that can give you joy, that can give you peace, that God can give you rest in enjoying. Not everybody that is making money actually is enjoying their money. But if you want to enjoy your money, then it has to be money you actually made through solving problem for people. When you solve problem for people, you will make people happy. You're going to this. That's one of the things that the Bible says the kingdom of God is about. Righteousness, peace and joy in the Holy Spirit. So there's a job that it's problem you solve that give people confidence, that give people boldness, because that's what righteousness is all about. When you help people to solve a problem that give them boldness and righteousness to advance, and they're not living in fear, A lot of people live in fear. Can you consider somebody who is actually having sex with another man's wife, or a woman that is having another sex with another man's? They do this thing in secret because it's not righteous, because it's not something that. So whatever is not righteous, when you see thieves, when you see robbers, they want to steal. They steal in the night because they are afraid. They have to carry guns. So you could see that this kind of things. Anybody advising you to do that, that's not that kind of job that can give you rest of mind, that can give you boldness. Nobody is a prostitute or a whore and he said, say, what do you do? He said, I'm a prostitute. No, people don't have, they are ashamed. It's a shameful thing. So there's some certain things. So that's why when we're talking about problem, there are problems you solve that give you boldness of life, that, you can be able to tell boldly this is what you do, then you are happy with it, and it gives you peace of mind, it gives your family peace of mind. This is kind of problem, you can be sure that can lift you up, that can go to high places. Now, I quickly, like I'm trying to tell you, I want us to see, the question was, I said, you were born to solve a problem that annoys you. I've seen over the Bible, this is the principles that is in the Bible about, solving problem that annoys people. It makes you great. This is what you are born to. Let me take one man called David. David was sent to, go and give his brother. They were in the war front. They were soldiers. He was just a shepherd, while the brothers were actually soldiers and army in Israel. So he went to go and give them food. But when he got there, then he met this Goliath that actually was really terrorizing, the army, and nobody could answer to it. But when David got there, and this man was cursing them in the name of their God, it was very annoying. Now, this problem really, really disturbed David. He could not just allow that to continue, even though it was a small boy. He just felt like to do something. But many people felt, you are a small boy. This guy has been a soldier from his youth. You are just a small boy. Then he told the king, don't worry. I've had an experience of God helping me. I can face this Goliath. This guy, we have to just make sure we shut him up. So this problem disturbed this guy that he could not but to come out. Even when he came out, his brother said, I know you are very naughty. Shovelation, you have come again. But somebody said, is there no a cause? Look at this guy harassing us. You guys are just keeping quiet. I can't keep quiet too. King, I will go. And because he was so determined, he was so he went to solve that problem. He went in the name of the Lord. And funny enough, nobody even gave him a doubt that he will solve it. And he solved the problem. And that was what lifted him. That was the beginning of people knowing this guy has a leadership skill. This guy is good. That's how the beginning, where people know this is a king. This is the kind of person we need. And so this was why they saw the favor and the anointing and the grace of God upon him. And we know the remaining kind of story later and how he became a king. Now, another person that had another pressing problem around him that he hated, it was Moses. Moses was brought up as a prince in Egypt. Naturally, he was said to be able to help build the cities. And yet, he needed the Israelites as slaves to be used. But the previous people that were in charge of the building, they normally starved them, oppressed them. But when he came there, he couldn't do that. He has to give these people food. He supplied their need. In fact, it was reported to Pharaoh that, look, this guy is partial. And he has to tell them, say, Pharaoh, let's go and see the cities. It is better we give these slaves food to eat. Let them be strong. They will build city. Their productivity will improve. And then they prove a point. Now, most of the oppression that were done in Egypt, Moses kind of hated it, hate that kind of things. It annoys him. In fact, one day, there's one of the way the Egyptians were treating the Israelite. He was so annoyed that he has to kill that guy. It was out of annoyance. Now, that was an example of God telling this guy, this problem, this thing that is annoying you, it is exactly what you are born to solve. Even though he ran away, 40 years later, he came back to solve the problem. That was what made him great. That was how his destiny was all around. Now, I have seen a lot of people today, we complain a lot about several things about people. Either about people, about their place, maybe where you're working is in the bank, and there's some certain issues you can see in the bank, you can't stand it, you just hate it. Some of you want to just, I want to resign, I can't stand this. Look, most of the problem that give you a headache, that annoys you, that feel you want to leave, even marriage, sometimes you can be with a man, that this man might be, like some people say today, the man, I'm not, let me be domestically, maybe a violent man, and maybe slap you or do some things, like the American things, I'm out. But sometimes a little bit of patience, because I always tell people, when things happen, we think first of ourselves. But if we understood that life sometimes, especially in marriage, you are called to somebody and you find that it's a calling, sometimes you will not just think, because this man that is doing the wrong things has a problem, has a need. There's a problem in his life. That's why he's been abused. You don't know. Maybe you could help him. Maybe that's why God sends you. But the most important thing is that sometimes instead of us finding a solution to solve a problem, what we want to do is to quit. The man slapped me. It's a domestic violence. I'm taking it to the court. But have you ever cooled down and settled down beyond that of your rights? That man hurt you, that man, give you a black eye that you might be afraid of. You see, when somebody is in a mission, he doesn't even care if he's going to die. But most of the time, these marriages we get involved with, sometimes it's about saving our lives. But if we have something we do as a matter, I just want people to a little bit be conscious of the call of God upon their life beyond their selfish reach, and be able to see that, wait, this man has a problem. Wait, this thing this man does annoys me. But is there any way I can solve this problem? Is there something I do that causes this? Is there something I need to understand? If this man's way of doing things annoys me, then it means that if I solve this problem, I can be able to solve thousands of problems for other people. Because if you solve your problem, there are 1,001 people. You are one of 1 million that this kind of things is occurring to. So when you run away, you have not solved any problem. You see, like that guy sang, he said, I'm running away from the troubles of my life. I'm running away. And you can never have a better day by running away from problem. If David has run away from problem, he will have solved the problem. So most of the time, there's some certain nagging, annoying problem you feel like running away from. It may be from the home, it may be from your brother, it may be from the work, it may be anywhere you face them with people. Sometimes, because of a particular problem, you run away from your church, knowing that if you go to another church, you're going to meet the same problem. So running away from this problem is not the issue, but facing the problem is what makes you a star. So most of the problem that annoy you, and one important thing I know is that if we sit down to solve the problem, many people go through some terrible problem. Yes, but this problem can lift you. He said, when men say it's for your casting down, you say, no, it's for my lifting. The problem I'm facing, the Bible says there's no problem, there's no temptation that is taking you, such that is not common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted above your capacity. With the temptation, He will give you a way of escape. When you get a way of escape, you will escape to make millions, billions by solving the problem. So I believe a lot of people that find solution to problems, there were problems, but they faced it. So that's why I felt that, look, there's money in the problem you are going through. You may never know. The challenges you are going through, if only you can be patient, if only you pray, if only you don't give up, there's skills in you. God will help your potentials to come out. For this reason, you were born. So instead of people running away from problem, I want to encourage people to say, whatever that's challenging you, whatever you feel like giving up, this is one thing they call courage. Why would God give people courage? Why would God tell this guy, what was his name, Joshua, to be courageous? Because he knows he's going to face some problems that he will feel like giving up. But see, if you stay with God and solve that problem, my friend, that problem can lift you up. The problem you solve will take you to high places. The problem you solve will put money on your table. The problem you solve will make you a specialist. People who dare sit down and solve some problem are the people who have found a solution to problems in life and they have gone up. You see, people who are CEO, people who are big men, are men who are problem solvers. So don't run away from your problem. Sit down. You don't know that marriage, don't run away from it. Yes, I knew you were abused, but you can find a solution to it, and tomorrow you can be a good marriage counselor. And a lot of people are paying you, to be able to counsel them because of your experiences, because they know what you went through to discover, to uncover the secrets of, making your husband not to be a beater. Instead of throwing away your marriage, you secure your marriage. To a lot of people today, because of impatience, because this thing that this man is doing is annoying them, I said, I can just give one simple thing. There's some kind of wives. They hate death. They hate disorganized house. They hate, maybe you pass through the street, especially on Lagos, you can see how bad the street is just littered with refuse, with, you're so angry. You see people dumping refuse. You won't feel like fighting your neighbor. Probably in this your annoying attitude with your neighbor, there's a gift there. Probably you see, what annoys you if you solve it? Think about you see, when people solve the problem that annoys them, you see, one thing they get to a place of joy. If you never solve the problem that is annoying you, will never find joy. So instead of you complaining, what people like to do is to criticize and to complain. Instead of criticizing and complain, can't you look for a solution? Solve this problem. If you solve this problem, monies are waiting you. Supposing this man, this woman that is complaining about the way people dump refuse, decide to say, okay, I want to do something about what I'm complaining. I want to stop talking. I want to begin to drink clean. What can I do to make sure I'm happy? And apart, you can start a cleaning company. You can start, and if you dream it very well, if you put wisdom in it, you can start say, okay, instead of you putting this thing, I'll be bringing this thing here. You people will be paying me this thing. A cleaning company can start over something that annoys you, over something you hate, So different things. Many people, a guy that hates to see your people, when you look at people, you just notice that people's iron and the clothes are not well straightened, they are not ironed. Probably you like laundry, you hate dirty clothes, you want people to, it can help you to now open probably a laundry house, because and each time you are dressing people, you are helping them to wear very clean clothes, well ironed clothes, that will make you happy. Because most of the important thing about life, whatever that really give you concern and annoys you about people, it shows there's a gift there. It shows you can do that thing where maybe somebody like me whose bad character annoys you. You can't stand people that do not have character. Maybe probably there's something about you, even though you are not yet there, that you are able to be a man of good character and you can help people develop character. So by the time you start a school of how you develop people character, they could pay you. Things you can be a consultant, and all these things can become one of the greatest grace and gift of your life by solving the problem that you find that is annoying you. So I believe that the best way for people to see money is for them to solve the problem that is annoying them. There's a passion there. Don't get angry at the people. Get angry at the problem and let's solve the problem. Leave the people that are causing the problem, but just help the people that are causing the problem because they don't know what they are doing. So most of the time, let people create the problem. You solve the problem and make money, because you see, this is the problem. So solve the problem for people. People are creating problem of debt or things around. People are creating the problem of not dressing right. Can you solve that problem for them? People's shoe could be dirty and you hate dirty shoe. Maybe probably you can just get some set of boys around and then they will take cleaning shoes and then be polishing shoes for people. Maybe in churches, and you could make some little money and some things there. So the 1,000 away, you could even be bringing. So different thing is about creativity to solve a problem. So I believe as a person, the best way to know what God called you to do is sometimes look at the problem that annoys you. Instead of criticizing and tearing the people down, no, let's tear the problem down. That's what people make. Sometimes when people cause some problem, you want to leave the problem alone and we want to face the people that are causing the problem. Can you just leave the people that are causing the problem and see how we can destroy the problem, how we can stop the problem? The problem is the problem, it is the issue. Let's see how we can handle the problem and let's see how we can help the people. So the more people this problem exists, the more you can solve. You can solve the problem and the more you can make money. The problem will always exist, but you can become the solution to the problem. And so the problem you solve is a problem that will give you money. Come on, don't waste your resources. Where you feel you are getting angry, the problem that is always annoying you is a problem that you have to go to school and learn about and know how to deal with and solve. If you can solve this problem, you'll find peace, you find joy, you find boldness of life. This is just the little truth I want to share with you. God bless you. Thank you.